what was this like really setting this up? Because I think this is a big mistake that a lot of creators make and people in comics make is that
Mhm.
they're running their comics as a hobby. They're not running
Mhm.
it like a business. They're also
Mhm.
not understanding what their IP is. And they're
Mhm.
also not understanding how to build a world and also how
Mhm.
to put things in what I call an umbrella policy.
Yeah.
Because you can centrally manage your business, but you don't want a not safe for work book in your cub book, for instance, because there's a bunch of reasons why you don't want a 5-year-old reading about nudity. Just in general, it's usually not
Exactly.
a good mix. And then
Exactly.
secondly, you might want to get into a school or into
Mhm.
Scholastic or a book fair, and the
Mhm.
last thing you want is that connotation, or maybe connotation is not the right word, but I think everybody knows what the word I'm trying to think of
Mhm.
is of being associated with a nudity. And so,
Right.
what is it like to really build this out? Because I think this is one of the things that's fascinating about
Mhm.
what you're doing, and it's something that I think a lot of people in comics are missing, per se.
Yeah. Well, it was mainly for what you said, because like I knew with Sovereign Orange, one of the things that I was trying to figure out when I started that is what age groups would it hit, you know? For me, I let my son read it. My daughter, she loves stars. She just loves the characters and stuff like that. She can't read yet. No, just started kindergarten yesterday, so she'll be reading soon. But my son has read all my books. Yamo Stigmata, which is right now probably the darkest comic that I have that's out. Um, but um, I leave it up to the parent, like the parental adversary, like as advisory as a parent. It's up to you on what you want your child to read. However, I knew that may not be the case sometimes. Like some parents are just, oh, it's a comic book, pick it up, and then they give it to their kid, and then it's like you got this ninja stabbing someone in the chest, and they're like, oh my gosh, I don't want my kid reading that. So for Sovereign Orange, I always said the age limit 13 and up. But if a parent is okay for their kid to read it and their kid's 10 or 7 or 8, or they read it to them, then by all means, that's the parent's choice. So that's the reason why I created Cub, why I wanted to do Cub. Cub was like always in my head. Even when I first kicked everything out, like I have a story that I created when I was creating everything else. That's gonna be in Sovereign Cub, and that's gonna be more for the kids that are like, the ones who were like in fourth, fifth, sixth grade, like in that area, maybe even seventh, depending on on their age and their parents. But it starts off with early literacy, learning ABCs, the sounds that the letter makes, all of the other stuff, and then it slowly moves up into more advanced reading, and then you can cross over into Sovereign Orange and keep going.